All right, it's date night. We want to thank everybody for coming and joining us tonight.
Anybody actually on a date doing this with their date?
We're going to find out because we just opening it up. And as you come in, let us know who you are, where you're from, and if it's a couple.
I think the consensus so far is that everybody's doing it on one canvas. So I will probably only paint one canvas. So either half on, well, both of those will be on this. So half of my canvas will be moon, half of it will be sun.
Okay.
So that you can paint it on one canvas.
Our first member is Jody Golden.
Jody.
She's joined us.
How are you?
I see a bunch of others on here, but we don't know who they are. As you come in, just check in, let us know who you are, where you're from, what's going on, what are you drinking, what's going on.
What are you drinking? I'm going to try this. I was dusted with one of these frozen drink mixes.
Uh-oh.
It's cherry limeade. So
okay. Yeah.
we're going to give that a try.
Yeah, Jody says, good, how are you?
We are good.
You're going to be real good when you get to that cherry limeade.
Let's see.
Oh, you got to pour it?
Well, I mean...
I thought it was like a sipping kind of situation going on. And you go,
It didn't come with a straw, so...
All right. Summer Michelle is here.
Hello.
Yeah, we're on a little later tonight, hoping to get some people from the West Coast to join in. Uh-oh.
It's really sour.
Wow. Look at that face. What was that? It was sour?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll make it to that one, guys.
All right. We got our first couple.
Yay!
Alicia Robideau from Rutland, Vermont. And she says, I'm doing this with my boyfriend. We are drinking Truly.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, we're going to take a few minutes to let people, join us. And once we got a nice little audience, then we'll start getting into it. Okay, you're still making faces. What's going on?
I gotta get the sour down, man.
It's sour?
It's like pucker. It's like lime.
I thought you said it was going to be sweet and fruity.
I mean, it is sweet, but
It's sour and sweet?
in my water a little bit.
Yeah, wow.
Right.
And where did you get this drink from?
This was one of the things that I was dusted from my booze fairy, from one of our booze fairies.
Oh, so a booze fairies gave you that.
Yeah.
Dusted your porch.
It's tasty, just a little puckery.
Hey, Sarah Ryan is back with us.
Hi,
Says I
Dee,
can't
how
wait
are
to
you?
paint this.
Aw. Yay.
Awesome.
Yeah, we will I'm going to paint it on one canvas. It seemed like that was the majority going on.
Okay.
So, as I instruct, the half of the moon, if you are doing a full canvas, you'll just do the entire moon canvas.
Mark Burns says, thanks for starting at 8 o'clock. It's much easier. Looking forward to painting with you all this evening.
Good.
And see, that's what we got to get down. We got to make sure that when we have this meeting on the 9th, that we find out what is the best time.
Yeah, I think, especially for adults with kids, at least by 8 o'clock you can be like, all right, the kids are kind of like to themselves. If we start at 7, then it's kind of like iffy.
Right.
So, we definitely like that feedback, so thank you. I figured for date night, for sure, you want your kids to
wait a little
get
bit
off
longer.
bed, and
Okay.
we start a little bit later. And then we have a lot of people on the West Coast that kind of asked us to start a bit later too, because even if we start even starting at 8, it's still only
Right, it's still not that. Yeah, it's not
5
that.
there. So.
And Alicia says, apparently my dog wants to help paint too.
Uh-oh.
And see, our dog doesn't do that. Our dog just gets pissed
just
because he
patient
doesn't
right
want. Right, he sees what's happening. He's looking around. He sees the lights and he sees the canvases, and he's like, okay, he's walking around. He sees the paint and he's walking around. He's going, oh, man, not again. And now he's going to walk around and just survey the whole area, and then he's going to lie down right by her feet as if to say, okay, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to give you a time, but it better not last forever.
Yes, just relax. It's okay.
And you can hear him breathing hard. He's like, nope, I don't like this. Okay, now we got Teresa Triapontes, and me and my husband will be joining soon.
Oh, yay. Hi, Teresa.
All right.
Yeah. We're going to give everyone a couple of minutes yet.
Yeah, we're going to give it a little bit more time so people can join in and don't have to, catch up after we get started, because once we get started, then...
We can chat about what supplies you need. So I'm going to work on one canvas today.
Okay.
If you're doing it in pairs, and you're doing it on one canvas each, again, I'll just be doing, let's say, a smaller version of the canvas on half of mine, and the other one on the other half of mine. That's all. If you're painting by yourself, that's exactly what I figured we could do. There's just use one canvas instead of two.
Yeah, but when there's two people...
Yeah. Well, somebody said they're doing it together with their boyfriend, but they're doing it on one canvas.
Oh, that's what they said?
Yeah, that was somebody else that I posted earlier.
Oh, okay, but that's not Alicia and her boyfriend.
I don't know.
Well, we know Alicia and her boyfriend have two canvases. He has one, and she has one. So you're going to explain what one side does and what the other side does.
Yep. Yep.
Because normally when we do this painting, because we've done this painting before, but we usually we have done it in a live venue, not virtual like this. We do it where we actually have lots of everybody's there, all couples are there, and everybody has one side. See, this is a little bit different. We have some people, and then we have some couples.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
All right, this is going to be interesting.
So how's your week going? It is almost Friday. One more day, right? We're looking forward to painting tomorrow, the high in the sky. This was like that.
That's right. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. We're going to do that one. A lot of people have been anticipating that one.
You guys have been sharing.
We're going to start, kick the weekend off with that one.
So yeah. So join us tomorrow night for that. That one is at 7 o'clock. But again, if any of our paintings that we go live that are free are too late for you or too early for you, they do get saved into the event, and you can go back to the event at any time and do it yourself whenever you want to. You will see our free events start to taper off a bit. We are able to get back out there and get back on the road. We are able to start like doing things in person again, which I like, but I'm gonna miss doing this all the time with everybody all over. So we will still have at least one free virtual night a week. A month.
Right.
You will see other virtual nights that will be a small fee. Right now, the two of them that are up there are only $5 to paint.
Right.
Again, it's kind of like a tip.
Right.
You will start to see me posting, if you haven't already, kids camp. So we have planned at least 8 paintings for kids. And if you want to do it as an adult, you can do it as an adult. I see lots of people arguing over my llama paca.
Yeah, whatever.
So we didn't know if it was a llama or an alpaca, so yeah, we made it both. So, so Kids Camp is coming up. We will talk about all the details for that. I did post the first 6 paintings in the event list along with the dates so that you can take a peek at that if you want to look ahead of time. We are offering referral bonuses. It's still a small fee, and we'll talk about the fee when we go live on the Zoom on July 9th, and it starts the following week. I will begin a Google Doc for it tomorrow and post it in the event so you guys can begin to sign up and refer people. But
and then we'll talk about it on July 9th when we have the meet and greet on Zoom.
Yep.
Okay, now Alicia says that was her that you was commenting to earlier.
Yeah, see?
And Sarah says, will textured watercolor paper work with acrylic paint? She said she ran out of canvases.
Yeah.
All right, so it will work.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might, if you have an old canvas or like a piece of cardboard or something that's a little rigid, it's awesome if you can tape the edges down of that so that it stays flat. Even if you were doing watercolor, I like to masking tape it down, and then you can pull the masking tape off once it dries. Otherwise, it gets really wrinkly.
Okay.
But yeah, all right, let's go over our slides and let's get started.
All right, let's do it.
Still sour.
Still sour?
All right, I'm gonna work on a 16 by 20 canvas. I've turned mine horizontally because I will do both halves on this canvas.
Okay.
If you're working one half for one person, one half for another, again, you'll just listen to if I say, okay, left half the moon, this is what you're gonna do for your instruction. Right half the sun, that's what you'll do for your instruction.
Okay.
The colors kind of intertwine. So we can go over that. So all of our colors are just your primaries: red, yellow, blue, black, and white. Red, yellow, blue, black, white.
Okay.
That's it. We're going to use two different brushes. We'll use a flat brush, about a 3/4 of an inch flat brush. We'll use a round brush, something similar to this. I have a cup of water to rinse my brushes, and I have paper towels to dry my brushes. Anything else? I don't think so. A sip?
Nope.
Whatever you're drinking. So if you are working on the smaller canvas, we're gonna kind of get an idea for where our sun moon is gonna go.
All right.
So on your canvas, if you're working on one canvas, if you have a plate, an extra plate, and you want to use it as kind of a guideline for your circle,
Okay.
you can go ahead and use it as a guideline. You can do it with pencil. I'm gonna go right to my paint, and I'm gonna do it in, let's do it in light blue. So just a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow for a light blue, just to get that circle on there established.
Okay.
If you're doing it in the two parts, you will just do one half of a circle on each of your canvases. Make sure as they match up, your circle is the same size, or your half circle is the same size, and they match up.
Okay.
So on your,
But the blue side's gonna be what side?
so I'm gonna use the light blue for both, just to kind of establish that circle.
Oh, okay.
So you can both use the light blue, okay? If you have a paper plate that you wanna use, you can do that to kind of get that circle in there. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
Alright, so again, is anybody working on the two separate canvases?
Yes, Alicia.
No, I think she's the one that said that they're working together on one.
Oh, that's what they told you in your comments with them.
Right.
Okay. All right then.
I don't want to confuse everybody, so if everybody's working on.
Right. So I'm assuming that everyone is working on one canvas.
Okay.
If anyone is working on two canvases,
Let
then
us
just
know.
let me know,
Yeah,
because that takes different instruction, doesn't it?
somewhat, but I'll stop saying if you're working on this.
Okay. Okay. I got Summer Michelle says yes.
Okay. All right.
And then Teresa Aponte says we are also doing two canvas.
Okay, perfect. That's great.
Okay.
All right, so then let's establish then. So for if you are doing the moon,
Right.
you're going to continue with that light blue color that you started.
Yes.
So let me kind of divide my canvas down the middle here. Okay. So you're going to continue with that light blue and fill in your moon in curved motion, in a curved stroke. You can move to your bigger brush if you want to for that.
Yeah, can you explain that again? Because we have more people. There's plenty of people doing two.
Okay, awesome. So now I'm going to switch to the larger brush.
Okay.
Once you have your outline established for your moon and sun,
Yes.
you're going to switch to your flat brush, rinse and dry.
But before, let's just go back a second.
Okay.
Before that, just to make the circle. Okay, now you have people with two canvases, so they're going to both collectively make their circles, but
Correct.
they're going to make half circles.
Correct.
One is going to be on the left side and one is going to be on the right side.
Right.
So they should form their circle together at the same time to make sure that their circle matches up.
Right.
And then then the person who has the left side is going to follow you, what you're doing right now.
Correct.
The person on the right side is going to have to wait for you to give them instruction on what to do.
Correct. So sun, wait a second, moon, with your larger flat brush, just mix a little bit more of that light blue, a little bit of blue,
A little bit of white.
okay? And then following the shape of your moon,
Yes,
you're just gonna use that flat brush and fill that in,
that light blue color.
right? That light blue
You're just
color.
going to fill your side in. And those who are doing their moon, you're going to paint your edges as well. You see that canvas right there on the left side, the moon?
Yeah.
They're gonna paint the edge, right?
They're not. Oh, on the inside?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. You could do that.
Oh, okay. I'm
So,
just thinking that's what you would be
I'm
saying,
like,
but
what
you're
you
not
talking
painting
about?
with two. You only painting with one.
Yes. So as you get to the edge of your canvas, yes, Mark is correct. Please paint the edge of your canvas as you get there.
I'm just looking out for you guys. That's
Okay,
all. That's
okay.
all.
All right. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna kind of feather this out if you're doing it on one canvas, so that it kind of starts to come over to the yellow.
All right.
So sun side with your large flat brush.
Yes.
We are making sure you rinse and dry. We're gonna mix a little yellow and a little bit of red.
You're gonna mix yellow and a little bit of red.
Yep. So
Okay.
a little tiny bit of red at a time.
A little tiny bit of red at a time into the yellow.
Yes, we want to make kind of an orange color to start.
All right.
So on the outside of your sun, we're going to bring that orange color all the way around.
Okay.
Follow the shape. Follow that shape.
Right now, this person, the person on the right side is doing the sun side,
Right.
while the person finishes up the moon side. They're filling up their moon side with that light blue.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so sun side. Once you have a little bit of that orange in there,
Yeah.
I want you to grab a little bit of white. Same brush, dirty brush.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to run it right up alongside that orange.
Just like that.
Yep, just right along that orange. And then grab yellow.
And then grab yellow.
So it's
Same
almost like
dirty
you put,
brush.
Yep, it's almost like you put a stripe of white in there.
Yes.
And then you're going to grab yellow. Okay. So then I want you to just continue. Curved strokes.
Yes.
You can start all the way out here and bring it all the way to the center.
Start out and come in,
Right. Start from the outside.
and then work your way
and
in.
Work your way in.
All the way into the yellow,
Correct.
the white, the yellow.
Yep.
Okay, I see it.
For those that are doing a single canvas,
Yes.
you just kind of want to blend those two, so you may get a little bit of green in there.
Oh, do that slowly so that you can see how you're blending it in there with that stroke.
So just light brushing all the way down,
Okay.
which we're actually gonna. In the middle, you can leave it. We'll have white soap.
And the same goes for the sun. You got to paint your edges.
Correct. So sun, if you're painting on one big canvas, but as you get to the center edge, you just want to paint the side of your canvas.
Right. So when you
Alright.
put it together, it.
Yep,
Okay.
you're right. When I go, so I'm going back to the moon side.
All right. Now we're going back over to the
Back
left,
to the
the
moon.
moon side.
Rinse and dry that flat brush.
You're rinsing and drying your flat brush.
I'm gonna grab white.
Just white.
Yep, just white. And I want to start brushing white kind of toward the center, still sticking with that same curved shape. All
So
the
you
way.
can go up and down, but it's got to be in a curved shape.
Yeah, you want it to follow the shape of
Oh, okay. Of
your,
your moon.
right. Yep. So keep grabbing a little bit of white. You just want it to get a little bit brighter or whiter in
Okay.
the center.
All right.
And if you are doing a single canvas, in the center, you can just kind of brush that lightly back and forth.
Yeah. Could you do that a little slower so they could see how you're doing that?
Yep. So just brush lightly back and forth.
And just blend it all in.
Right. You have to have a little bit of white on your brush to do this.
And this is for the people that have the one
One
canvas.
canvas. Right. And
So
then
you're not going to have a definitive straight line with separating your moon and
No.
your sun.
you kind of blended it.
Right, except for the people who are doing the couples. The couples are going to have a definitive line separating the moon and the sun. That's why they had to make their circle together so it looks complete.
Got it.
Okay.
Alright, well, why don't you guys give me a thumbs up when you are complete with that part of your sun and moon. Since
Okay.
we have people that are doing whole canvases.
Okay.
So, take a sip.
Yep. Take a sip. Take a breather for a second. Take a sip while everybody is filling in their sun or their moon or both. That wasn't so bad.
And in case I didn't mention it, which I didn't,
Yeah.
it's important to remember that this is not going to look exactly like this, not just because it's on one canvas, but
Right.
it will not look exactly like that. Yours will not look exactly like mine. Everybody's going to come out different.
Right.
So don't worry if it doesn't look like the exact right shade or the exact shape or line. This is all up to your individuality.
Right. Your own personal creativity. You do what you think is best for you, that you like, that makes you feel good. I think this is great. We got a nice little audience tonight
Good deal.
for a Thursday night. People getting ready to start their weekends. It's going to be very hot here on the East Coast this weekend, with chance of thunder showers. So it's going to be humid as well. So it's going to be pretty rough.
Not a summer person.
I'm a summer person.
Well, you can
I'd rather be hot than cold.
No.
I don't like freezing.
I could always put stuff on me.
No, I'd rather always just take stuff off.
You can only take so much off.
Yeah, but I don't care if it's hot. I don't care how hot it gets. I'd rather be hot than cold.
Oh my goodness.
It's rough, don't get me wrong. Yeah, see, Mark says I'm a summer person also.
Ugh, let's do the marks. You guys can have it.
Yeah, I'd like rather have heat than freezing cold weather. And then it's gonna rain. And Sarah says, I love the cold.
See? I don't need to have snow.
Yeah, but that's what happens when it's
I don't
cold.
need to have it to be, below freezing. But
Okay.
I like, like 50, 60s is just fine.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say that that's cold.
You
Even though
think
I
it's
would say it, no,
cold?
don't get me wrong, I would say that's cold. But, yeah, for a lot of people, that's not cold. And when I think cold, I'm thinking below 32 degrees. That means it's freezing.
That's freezing.
Yes.
That's not cold. Freezing.
I don't want to freeze. I don't like it.
Oh my goodness.
I'd rather be hot. Well, that's what's going to happen to us this weekend. We're going to be in the 90s. But if we got plans, everybody's got plans. They're going to somebody's house who got a pool, or they're going to go swimming, or they're going out. So we got plans. And see, Sarah says, I only want snow on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
I'll take it. I like the snow. I like it when it first comes down and we're not going anywhere, and yeah, like it just kind of blankets everything because it's quiet and it's peaceful.
So you like snow, but you hate sand.
I hate the sand. Yeah. Do not like sand. No.
See? That's how I feel when I see the snow coming down. You sit there going, oh, look at this, beautiful. And I'm going, oh, God. It's going to be all snowy, all slippery.
All right. How are we doing?
We're waiting for everybody to finish up their suns and moons, or sun and moon.
Okay. Yeah. Just give us that kind of a thumbs up so we know you're ready. I'll try and keep everybody together.
Well, I would think that the people who are commenting are done. It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, okay, you Sarah is probably one of those Christmas in July people too, huh?
I bet.
Because she's going fresh snow with twinkling Christmas lights.
Yes. Exactly.
Jesslyn says, going to do this one later, love it.
Oh,
You're
good.
welcome to come back and join us and do
That's
this.
great.
Once we post a video, as soon as this is done, we will be posting the video.
We will.
Yeah, so, yeah, Christmas in July. That's what you people ready for, huh? If it snowed just for that one day in July, you'd be like, this is great. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't want to see snow anytime soon. Or I'd be happy if we didn't see snow until next year.
Well, you probably won't.
No, we probably will. You think it's gonna be a real crazy winter like in November and December? I don't think so.
I'm saying next year. We're not going to see anything until January, February.
Right. Maybe even March. We won't even see any snow. It might snow. It might snow in some of the weirdest places, but not here. I could go for that. Yeah. See, Teresa says fall is the best season,
I agree.
and Sarah says just like you, Christmas all year round.
Yes.
Sounds like you and your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas all year round. That would be perfect.
My mom really goes a little overboard though. She's like.
How could you say that?
I mean, like, I just mean like in the whole.
You're chip right off.
thing,
You're
like,
chip right off of her whole block.
She,
You're the
like-
same as her.
But she decorates like the bathrooms. I mean, like.
Yeah, she decorates everything. That's right. Everything is decorated.
I'm not that bad. Not that bad.
Oh, you right there. You right there with her. You make baskets. You make decorations. You.
Yeah.
The house is done. When? The house is done in when? Like the beginning of November?
Yeah.
Yep, see, you have the
Yeah.
Christmas tree up in November, okay? Oh God, Sarah's going, yeah, Christmas all year round. We have a Christmas tree in the walkway right now.
Justin and
Yeah, how long did it take us to get rid of that Christmas tree that we had? What was it? We had the Christmas tree in the house here. When did you take it down? It was when? February?
No.
I remember the Christmas tree was sitting there and I was like, boy, when are we gonna take this tree down?
No, it was in January.
Maybe I just have to step in and take it down. I don't know.
I know you did do that one year on me.
Because it's just like, no, I want it up. All right, enough about Christmas.
Okay, good. All right. All right, I'm going to start going again. If you guys need me to slow down, just slow me down.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go to the sun side. So the sun half.
All right, the sun
The
side.
sun side. So I'm going to, so this is up to you now. So all of those little lines are made using that medium brush, that little round brush.
Okay, so you're switching to the medium round brush.
If they want to. So here's what you can do. You can choose to do these little brush strokes, just little lines,
Yeah.
or you can use that flat brush and kind of make it go a little faster by using bigger brush strokes. That's up to you. So I will show you exactly what I did there. So I went to that medium brush.
Uh-huh.
Always rinse and dry before you start. I just started with red. So you want a couple of inches of this.
Oh, I'm going to zoom in for that.
Okay. So I'm coming like right up alongside of my sun, the sun half. And you just want to kind of press little brush strokes right out from the side, the edge of the sun.
Right, and pull them out
Yep. So you want to do that all the way around.
all the way around the sun
Your
part.
sun's edge, right. Okay. So for the moon side,
And so these little strokes you're doing for the sun is about an inch.
well, yeah, I guess about that. I was gonna say, well, it kind of depends, but not really. Yeah, I mean, it's about an inch, maybe a half an inch.
Okay.
It's just little brush strokes. The key is keep it consistent throughout, and as long as it's a repeated pattern, it works.
Okay.
So for our moon side, we're gonna do the same thing with blue.
All right.
So for the moon, I don't have them coming out this way.
No.
I have them going down and around.
Okay, so you're making little strokes down and around.
So it's up to you guys again. If you want to continue these brush strokes coming out like this,
Yeah.
you can, or you can go and follow the shape of the moon all the way around.
All right, let them see that.
Yeah, so it's either use the same brush stroke and technique as the sun side,
Right. Or,
come down and around with the blue.
and how far do you go down with the blue?
So you're gonna do about, let's say, I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing the large canvas, I'd say you want it to come at least halfway past. We wanna leave, let's say, about that much space, maybe 2 inches of space on either side. So take that red until about 2 inches toward the edge. Same on this side. So you're just gonna continue repeating that
all the way till there.
Yep. All right, so here we go. Let's see who can get it done.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna continue with my blue for the moon side. You guys continue with whichever you're doing, sun or moon.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna keep going right around. And
But as we're watching the moon side,
God,
you're doing the strokes not like the sun side.
right, I'm choosing to go with the same brush strokes that I used on the original paint.
Okay. And it's just strokes.
Yeah, it's just pressing the brush down on the canvas.
Right. Multiple times.
Yep, you're overlapping.
Yeah, can you
them.
move your hand so they can see how you're doing that? You're overlapping it.
Yep.
And you're going to take it all the way to that line that you put out there? That's as far as you want to go?
Yep, because we're gonna overlap some of the black and bring some of the black in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And for the sun side, it's the same principle. But they're going to pull from the edge of the sun out
Correct.
all the way across. But then they're going to continue doing those strokes all the way to that line where you have on the other side.
Yep.
But it's not going to be straight strokes from the sun to that line. It's going to be
You want
that
to
1 inch, and then you're going to layer it, go on
Right.
top with some more. All right, you're going to go on that side and do that side anyway,
Yeah,
so they'll
I
see
will.
that if they're not sure, if they don't want to go right now.
So, and it's okay if you leave a couple of little spaces in here.
Right.
Because we're gonna go over with some yellow, with some orange, with some white.
And you can fill those spaces in with some of
Right.
that color?
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
So don't stress too much about covering every little inch of space.
Okay.
I can do this pretty quickly, and then I can get over to the sun side.
Right, see, now that's your moon side with the blue
Yeah.
going all the way out to where you had marked.
And if you're doing the single canvas,
Yeah,
it's okay. As you come to like where it will meet,
yes,
it's okay if you go over a little bit. Once we kind of get the other color over there,
right.
we can kind of match them up a bit. We'll blend. We'll throw some of the little blue dots into the red, and we'll bring some of the red into the blue.
Right, but if you were doing two people and they both have a canvas each, the person doing the moon side now is going to be finishing their edges as well as the top part
Correct.
of their canvas.
Yep. All right, I'm going to red. So,
All right, now you're doing the sun side.
right.
And those are the strokes right there, about 1 inch from the edge of the sun going out. And then you're going to do more, but go on top of it. I see it.
Right.
There it
We're
is.
just gonna kind of layer.
Right.
So we're just gonna layer.
All the way out to where you had it marked. Let them see that. Yeah, see, okay, I thought so. You're going to go right up on top of those.
And it's okay if you don't get right to the sun. We'll kind of go back around with a ring of red to sort of even out any of those little tiny brush strokes that you're seeing right next to your sun.
Okay.
We know this part's a little time consuming.
All right.
That's okay. It's more time to sip and chat.
Yes. Well, this is a different way of watching you do this because every time I've seen you do it, we've been live. And
Oh,
you had
together.
two, right, and
Right,
we've had
in person.
people who's always had two canvases. So this is interesting because I didn't think you were going to do it like that. I thought you were going to do two different canvases.
Well, I was going to, but if they're like the majority seemed like they had both, and it would take me forever to paint both of them, and
Okay.
then I'd have everybody kind of waiting on me.
Right.
I really want that.
Yeah, so just to let everybody know, she did mention the High in the Sky painting that we're going to do tomorrow at 7 p.m. So keep in mind that Sunday we have a little bit different times that we're going to be starting. Saturday at 11 a.m. around, brunch, we're going to be doing a drink, sip, and repeat painting.
And, oh, they can't see it, right?
Right, they can't see. You want me to shrink it?
No, it's alright. So this is drink, sip, repeat.
That's going to be Saturday.
Right. So what I'll do is on our whiteboard, I will show you how to do the teacup. I will show you how to do a wine glass.
Okay.
If you want to create a wine glass instead of.
So you're gonna do the whiteboard and draw on the
I'll draw
whiteboard so
it
they
for
can
them.
do it. Okay.
Yes.
And that's gonna be a different start time than we normally start. It's gonna be earlier, 11 a.m.
Yep.
Eastern Standard Time, right here from South Boundbrook. All right. And then Sunday is also a little bit different time zone. We usually do things at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Well, Sunday we're doing in this house, and that's going to begin at 3 p.m.
I'm not sure why I chose 3 homes.
Well, it's going to be back to back because we're doing a
Right.
double header on Sunday. So at 3 p.m. we're doing the in this house. That's it right there. And then once we're done with that, we'll take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and do the Booze Fairies for the Booze Fairy community. All right, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. And then that's going to finish our Sunday night.
And if you don't, look, you're practicing your moon right now, huh?
Yep,
So-
practicing the moon right now.
So, and if you don't want to put the booze on the fairies, it's okay. You can just put magic wands in their hands for your kids instead of for you.
Right.
But that is sketched out for you if you want to grab that sketch ahead of time. I will.
Right, and that's Sunday night is the Booze Fairies.
Yeah.
If you know what Booze Fairies are, I didn't know until about 2 weeks ago. I didn't know there was such a thing, so it's amazing. Now, Tasha Gallo says, we got to be up at 2 a.m. to get 2 kids to
Oh.
2 different airports.
Oh my gosh.
But on a positive note, I'm going to see Niagara Falls for the first time, and I've lived in New York for 38 years.
Wow.
I will be doing this Sunday night when we get home. I'm looking forward to it.
Aw,
She's going to
that's
come home,
awesome.
and she's going to
That's a long
unwind.
day.
Yeah, and she's going to come home and unwind and relax and paint. That's what it is. That's what it does. Okay, see, I see what you did on the sun side. You overlapped and you layered it.
Yeah, so as you get to your areas where.
There's both sun and the moon.
Yeah, let me kind of get this off of here for a second. Okay, so as you get to where your paints overlap, so your sun, you can kind of bring some of these little brush strokes up into your blue area,
Okay.
and I'm going to do the same down here. Bring some of these little red down into the blue, and then rinse and dry, or moon, then take some of that blue and kind of get it over into the red just a little bit. You're going to create a little bit of a purple, but that's okay.
Okay.
So just kind of brush some of those blues.
And that's just for the people who have it on one canvas.
Yep. All right, so once you guys are done with this step, your blue or your red, again, give us like an okay, a thumbs up. and
Yeah,
we'll-
give us an indication that
Yeah,
that you're finished.
so we'll move on to the next step then. Ouch.
Awesome. All right. We got some people that are done.
All right.
Still give a couple of more, just maybe another minute or two.
Okay.
I mean, you still might have to repeat.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got people checking in saying they're done. I got Summer finished. I got Teresa. I got Patricia. I got Alicia.
Was there any first time people with us? I never even,
No, I don't think so.
we didn't even do that.
Is there any first timers here?
I didn't even say, hi, I'm Jen, Mark's behind the computer. I didn't even do any of that. I was
Look at Lakshmi's here.
I was too busy creating a beverage over here.
Right, I'm not sure if there's anybody here that's new.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Alicia.
Alicia's new?
Right, Alicia and her boyfriend, their first time. And Summer Michelle's his first time for me.
Aw.
I could have sworn I seen Summer Michelle's name before.
Okay, well, hello.
And Teresa Aponte's his first time for
Oh my
us.
gosh, wow.
Wow, so we got 3
you
different.
got us on a day that I was not off my game. Okay.
Yeah.
So, very sorry.
Yeah.
Reintroductions. I'm Jennifer. Mark is behind the computer.
Yes.
Where Mimosas and Masterpieces coming to you virtually. Typically, we're on the road and doing this in person, but here we are. We've been doing this virtually. So thank you for tuning in with us.
Yes.
So sorry. Usually we're asking you, are you a first timer? Have you painted this before?
Well, no, I mean, the name
Totally
seemed
missed that.
familiar. I mean, now Teresa said, I just broke our wine opener.
Oh, no.
Now, that's a bummer right there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, so what's the trick that I've heard? You have to, how did it work? You have to, like, hit the bottom of the bottle
Yeah.
with, like, the bottom of a shoe.
Really?
Yep.
Are you sure about
And
this?
yes, like not a heel. But
Not a heel?
Like a rubber soled shoe.
Okay.
And then it will begin to slide the cork out, and then you have to like kind of yank it out.
Oh, okay.
We did that when we were in a hotel in Baltimore.
But she said she broke the wine opener.
Yeah.
So I-
an opener. And you gotta
Right,
get
so
the
she
cork
broke the
out.
opener. So how are you going to get the cork out?
That's what I'm telling you.
You said hit it with the bottom of a shoe?
Flip the bottle over.
Yeah, and hit it
You
with the
have to
bottom
hit
of a
the
shoe.
bottom of the bottle with a shoe, with like a rubber soled shoe.
Okay.
And that will start to force the cork out, and then you should be able to pull it out eventually. I mean,
Get
I was
out. Without having a corkscrew? Oh, well, you the expert. I don't know. I don't know anything about wine or drinking or,
Like,
yeah, or wine bottles and corks and stuff.
oh my goodness. All right. So for our sun people who are ready to move on,
Yes.
that orange that we created for in here,
Yeah.
I want to layer that orange color. So we're going to kind of go back over, not the whole thing, but maybe your last row of strokes.
What brush are they using?
Still with that medium brush.
Still with the medium brush?
Yep.
Oh, so you're going to do those little strokes of
So you want to kind of layer it over your last row of color, your last row of brush strokes.
oh, okay, not in the canvas area, but in the red.
And then you're going to bring it out about one brush stroke into the canvas area.
Oh, but you want to start in the red first?
Right. I want you to overlap some
And
of
mix
that
it,
red.
overlap the red, and then bring it out with
Correct.
brush strokes.
Got it. So layering about one brush width in, and then bring it out about another brush stroke or brush width. And now for
Okay.
uh-oh.
No, Teresa says her husband got it with the pliers.
There you go. That's a handy man.
You use pliers, huh? Get the
That's it.
cork out.
Whatever makes it happen. As long as you don't break the bottle.
Okay.
You could break the cork inside. You just have to strain the wine sometimes.
Oh.
Don't break the bottle.
Okay. Now, Srilata
Yes.
says, hi there, I will do this later.
Hi.
Beautiful painting. Now, Srilata, that sounds like a name that I've said before.
Maybe.
And see, by Srilata knowing that she could do this later,
She's been with us
she's
before.
got to have been with us before.
Yeah, maybe. So remember, as you get to those edges, paint those edges.
That's right. And now you're overlapping that, what you just overlapped in the red.
So I wanted to do at least a brush width of that orange.
Okay.
Okay?
So at least a brush width.
Right.
Outside of the red, you mean?
Right. You got it.
Okay.
Alright, so sun, you're doing your orange over your red and into the canvas.
Yes.
Now moon, you're gonna rinse and dry that brush. This time we're gonna go to black. We're gonna work from the outside in.
Okay.
Hold on, let me,
You're going to work from the outside in?
yeah, hold on, I gotta just.
Now, what happened there? Hold up. Let me shrink that down. What did you just do? You got paint on your arm?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me bring that back. Because people need to see that.
I just wiped it off.
Oh.
Just because I was showing them this and I leaned my arm on the canvas.
And you accidentally put your arm on the canvas?
I did.
So did you damage your painting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Totally fine. We're
Okay.
good.
Wow.
Alright, medium brush with the black. So moon, we are going to work from the outside in. So you're going to start with black, using those little brush strokes. If you want to paint, I mean this is pretty dark, so if you just want to go and paint it, you could paint it until you start to get close to your blue, then start with those little brush strokes.
And that's just black.
Right, just the black.
Right, see, Srilata says, I painted the Harry Potter and the Pup in a Tub painting.
Oh, yeah. The pup in a tube.
And she did the Harry Potter, so that means she hung out with us one
Yes,
night.
she did. That was a long one, guys. Alright, so I'm painting black.
And you're painting the edges.
I'm just painting it because it's hard to tell. You can't really see those little brush strokes in there.
Right.
When I get close to my blue, then I'll start with those little brush strokes.
All right, so you're just filling outside the outside.
Yep. If you want to use your bigger brush, you can do that too.
Oh, so they could use the flat brush to do this part.
Yeah, you can use whichever brush you feel comfortable with.
Except when you get close to that blue, then you want to do those little tiny strokes.
Right. You want to lift up your canvas to
Get the bottom.
the bottom. Do that.
Just make sure that the edges are painted.
Yeah.
All right, see, now you're getting closer to the blue.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
And then it's just going to be those little small strokes like you did with the blue.
Yep.
All right, then you need to let them see that.
Alright. So now we'll.
Because you do that real fast. See how you're doing that real fast?
So I'm coming out into my black and then slowly bringing it up into my blue.
Now, I don't understand what Mark is saying here. He says, when I watch the replays, it's just pictures of what's painted. How do we see past classes that I've missed?
That's
He's clicking on the wrong thing.
Right. So you're seeing,
He's seeing photos.
yeah, the photo montage that I do at the end.
Right.
So all of our past paintings are in the event. So if you go to past events, each event has the video saved in the event discussion.
Right.
That's how they're kind of categorized. It's just easier for us to save them that way than to post them all right to the
So what do
page.
you do? You got to click on discussion.
You have to go to past events first.
Well, when I go to your page and I look at your page, I see the word events. I don't see past
You
events.
have to click on the word events.
Okay, that's what's more sense. Okay, you click on
Scroll down.
events.
Scroll down and you'll get to past events.
Okay.
And that's where all of those videos are saved.
Right, but then you're going to click on past events and it'll show you each event, right?
Right. So if you go into
Let's say the Moonlight Kitties.
right. So if you go into Moonlight Kitties,
Yes.
what you'll do is click on that event.
And then that page will come up.
Right.
Then you click on discussion and then that will bring the video up.
Correct.
But
Yeah.
you're not going to just see the video once you click on that link to go to that event.
No.
You got to click on discussion, and then that's going to bring the video up, and then it's going to start playing,
Right.
just like it was live.
You got it.
Then you'll be able to paint your painting.
Yep.
Okay.
We just won't answer you live.
Right. Right. We'll answer whoever we answer during the live painting. Okay.
All right. So as I got closer to my blue, I started to do those little dash lines in the blue with the black. And then once you get some black in there, rinse and dry that brush.
All right.
Just go back to your blue and kind of get some of those blue lines
Oh.
into the black.
Now you see how fast you're doing that?
I know.
Hold on. Let me zoom in on that, because that's hard to see.
Alright, so after you get your black on and then you get a couple of black strokes kind of in your blue, then you're going to rinse and dry and take it back to your blue, and then start putting some of your blue brush strokes into the black.
Okay, just strokes.
That's it.
And they're going around
Right, I'm just kind of following that
that pattern of
shape all the way around my moon.
okay.
Okay?
Just
Alright.
wanted to zoom in a little bit so they could see.
Yeah. Alright, Alright, going back to the sun. So sun side, after your orange, you are going to, we're going to mix a little yellow with a little bit of white. Because that white or that yellow is really kind of transparent.
Okay.
So a little yellow and a little bit of white.
All right, so then you're going to mix them together.
And then you're going to do the same thing. We're going to overlap a little bit in our orange and then go out a little bit more. So brush stroke out.
Okay.
So overlap a little of that orange.
Overlap the orange first and then go out.
Yeah, and then another brush stroke out. Because then the next color we're going to do is finish with a little bit of blue.
Okay. Yeah, so they can get a good look at that.
And honestly, if you don't have, like if there's not a whole lot of room for blue, you can take it all the way to the edge if you want to.
That's your
and
choice.
Not do the blue at all.
Right, for the sun.
Because I'm getting right to the edge right here.
Right, on the single canvas.
Yeah, I may not get to the blue on that.
But if you're possibly doing 2 canvases, then you might have more space and you can do the blue.
Yep.
So you're gonna leave a little space to do some blue?
Yep, I'll leave a little bit of space in my corners for that.
All right. But right now you're overlapping that orange, reddish orange with the yellow.
Yep. And this,
And then you're going out about a brush length.
Yep.
Okay.
You got it. These edges, and then Mr. Aiden coming.
Awesome.
Alright, give us some thumbs up so we know you're ready for the next step again.
Okay.
You may, if you have time and you wanna take a minute to do a water change, you could do a water change now that you've used black. Your water's real mucky.
Oh.
Some people are very particular about that.
And now you're gonna take a sip of that. You said it was sour.
It's good, but it's definitely
It's
still,
sour,
yeah.
but it's good.
Lemonade, like you guys like lemonade.
Oh,
No.
really?
Pretty,
Well, you're not gonna trick me into drinking it. I don't want any. It's gonna. You saying it tastes like lemonade? Nah.
You get cherry limeade juice. That's
Yes.
mustard.
Yes.
It's exactly what it tastes like.
It's like super, super sweet,
Mm-hmm.
not sour.
Uh-huh. There you go. Yeah, have a sip.
No, I can't. I'm drinking water. I don't want to get sick.
Take a sip.
No. I don't even want to sniff it. I don't want to. I don't even want to smell. I don't make you drink.
Yeah, you
Don't
do.
say that. Don't let these people think that I make you drink. I don't make you do nothing.
Sure.
Seriously, I don't tell her to do anything. I do not rule her life in any way. I'm not that kind of man. I don't have to have you doing things that I say or I deem is necessary for you to do to feel manly. You do it the hell you want, whenever you want, whenever you want.
Trying to get that same roundness down.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want people having preconceived notions about me. No, I feel very, very particular about that. You're a grown woman. You have the freedom. You do whatever you want. I've never, ever in my life put any type of regulations or restrictions on you. Why would I? How could I do that? I know a lot of men think that way, and at one time in my life, I used to think that way, that I have to control my woman. No, It doesn't work that way. No. I learned that a long time ago. And that's why I'm a happy guy I am now.
Alright, so we did black into the blue.
Yes.
We rinsed and dried, took some of the blue into the black.
Yes.
And then we went to, on the sun side, yellow, light yellow, a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow.
Into the orange.
Overlapped over our orange and kind of brought it out a little bit.
Yep.
That's where we're at.
Yes.
Everybody okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody need anything? Do you have any questions?
Megan says need some time.
Go ahead. Yep. That's fine.
Exactly. You still got to do the sun side.
Oops.
Uh-oh. What was that?
I dropped the brush.
Now, Rascal's been very well behaved so far.
Has been.
Maybe I shouldn't have said nothing, but I did. It's too late now. Well, you're on a pretty good pace.
Good.
That's why. Well, now we're up at the hour mark. So that means that Rascal's gonna start getting a little impatient. He's gonna be like, it's after an hour now. Hold up. So, am I gonna get some time? It's sort of getting late, you know.
Stretching. Did you guys see our poll that I put up earlier?
Yes, and Megan says, nope, I need some more time.
Go right ahead.
Yes, take your time.
All right, guys.
Now, what's going on here? What did you say?
All right. Tell us what it is.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, do this, okay, because you asked me and I told you honestly what I thought.
What is it?
All right, so tell me, what is that, everyone? You tell me.
Of course, that's if you didn't see the poll earlier today.
All right, even if you didn't see the poll, tell me, what is it? I'm not going to make any suggestions, just tell us what it is. That'll be simple. She put it in my face and I told her what it was. And she said, that's not it. And I said, oh, okay. And then she told me some more and I was like, okay. Now what is that?
It's a hedgehog.
That's a hedgehog? Okay, hold up. All right, no, that's a hedgehog. That's a hedgehog, okay. Let me shrink this down. Okay.
Come on.
Okay, here we go. The first one.
Yeah.
We've got some people in.
Okay.
Summer says, ha ha. Okay, hold on. All right, Teresa says alpaca.
Okay.
Elisa says llama.
You'll.
Llama.
I know, see?
Hold it. Summer says llama dog. Krishna says llama or dog. Sarah says alaka.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. I named
So
it.
Sarah's the winner. Because she said it's what it is. It's an alaka.
So with the kids thing that I posted, I wrote, this is alpaca the llama.
Okay, alpaca the llama. But Sarah got it. Alaka. Right, see, Mark says llama. Okay, but
See?
Sarah gets it. It's an alaka.
So I showed it to Mark
Alaka.
last night and he goes, is it a dog? I'm like, no, it's not a dog.
I said, that's a dog.
And then he said, oh, it's a camel. No, it's not a camel.
I said, it's a camel. You just don't see the humps.
Oh my gosh.
And she's trying to tell me, no, it's an alpaca. It's a llama.
Come on, that doesn't look like a hedgehog.
Okay, I'm just laughing because I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a hedgehog in my life.
Probably not upright like that.
No,
You see
yeah.
them the other way.
Okay.
These are all part of kids' camp.
Oh,
Tree frog.
yeah, that tree frog looks cool.
Tree frog. We have the pug in a mug.
You got a pug in a mug?
Pug in a mug. Yes, the pug in a mug. I don't know where the peacock is. The peacock's around somewhere. We're going to use that one. Pug in a mug.
Okay, so there's a pug in a mug. I think people are going to like that. This is for the camp.
Pigs fly.
Pigs
Yep.
fly. This is for the camp. This is for the kids.
Kids camp. Yeah, kids camp. Virtual kids camp. And if adults want to do it, they can do it too. But and
Yeah, that looks a little difficult for kids. A
We got
koala?
this. Koala.
Yeah, but you got some people saying llama, some people saying alpaca, some people said llama dog.
That was good. Oh my goodness, you guys crack me up.
Yep. This is what I go through with her son. I try to get him to say, well, here, well, what if you put them together? Then what would that make? He says, you can't put them together. I said, yes, you can. He says, no, you can't. I said, okay, all right. All right, Mark is officially finished.
Finished? Okay.
Yes.
Anybody else? Do we need
I
time?
think people are finishing up. Megan said that she needed more time, so we was giving her time initially.
Now that I've gone through this hour, it's pretty good.
Oh, so now it's
Another one.
so you might need another one. You drank the whole thing. It's all gone.
Sure, sweet though too. A lot of sugar. Okay. Rinsing and drying Megan. Let us know if you need us to slow down, and I will kind of just repeat steps for you.
Okay. So we'll
Alright.
repeat steps for Megan if she needs it.
So for the sun, we need to do a little bit of that blue. So the same blue that we used for the moon or to do our outline,
Yeah.
grab that light blue. So I mix a little bit of blue, a little bit of white.
A little bit of blue and a little bit of white.
Work from the outside towards your yellow.
Okay,
So-
work from the outside towards the yellow on
Right.
this.
Yeah. So work from the outside first. This way, if you hit your yellow, then you're not dragging a whole bunch of green all over it.
Okay.
So outside first. Grab those edges.
Yeah, everybody's done. They're good now.
Good, good. Awesome. Alright. Just,
Right, so now you're doing that light blue that you used originally.
yeah.
And now you're getting your edges.
Yeah, edges first, and then coming toward.
And this is for, if it's couples, then this is just the sun.
Yeah,
The sun side.
Sun side. Just want to try and get as much blue as I can on before I start overlapping the yellow.
Okay.
Filling all those white spaces first, and then once you start overlapping your yellow, you're gonna start to see some green.
Okay.
That's okay. Just have about a layer of that in there. It's okay.
Okay.
And we are rinsing and drying. Maybe. Rinsing and drying.
All right.
Alright, moon side. Let's grab. Let's do a little bit of that yellow. So,
What brush are you using?
sticking with that little brush, we're going to use this for the rest of the time.
Okay.
Yep, you can put the big guy away. Alright, so let's do that light yellow color. This is the moon side now. Little bit of that light yellow color.
Okay.
So this time we're gonna let's do on the inside of the moon this time. So on the inside of the moon, I just want you to do small brush strokes, light pressure, just around the outside of the moon. It's almost like a little reflection.
Of this light yellow, this
of the
yellow
light
and white.
Yep. So we start with the outside,
A little bit inside.
and then maybe do you could bring it in a little bit. I just don't want it to get into the center.
Yeah, let me move in on this because they can't see it this far
Oh,
out.
alright.
With that yellow, like you said, it is transparent.
That's why I like to make it kind of a light yellow.
Okay.
So sun side is working on their blue. Moon side, I rinsed and dried, and we're working on a little bit of yellow. So light yellow. We're just gonna lightly kind of bring those like some light lines around the outside of our moon.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You kind of bring it up a little bit more when it's kind of toward the bottom. So bring some of those brush strokes up into the moon up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then where we just want to take this out where the blue is. Use that same brush stroke. So out here in that blue area. Kind of cover up any of those little areas that we're missing.
Okay.
That blue should almost be dry now.
And now you're gonna put that little yellow-white mix into it.
Yep. As you get to those that are doing the single painting,
Yeah.
as you get to that center area, again, you can kind of bring some of that in there if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Just rinse and dry. Both of you are rinsed and dried.
Yeah.
You're both going to make kind of a darker orange, let's go with. So it's a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red.
Okay, a little bit of yellow and a little bit of red.
We want it just a little darker than what this was. So more toward the red.
So a little bit more red than the yellow.
Yellow this time. Yep. So you're both gonna use this color.
All right.
So both sun and moon. We're gonna bring this same red or orange color. We're gonna use these same brush strokes all the way around. So we're doing this around sun and around the moon side.
Just strokes
Yep, just little brush strokes.
until you run out of paint.
Light pressure.
Light pressure.
Light pressure. Just want those to be nice little thin lines. Well, of course I got a nice big thick line, but that's okay.
You get a nice thick line like that. Is it all right? What you gonna do about it?
That's okay.
Okay. And you're still going around and around with this.
Yeah, I want to bring this in just a little bit. Couple lines in there.
Okay.
The bottom could be kind of a little heavier than the others, like the rest.
Uh-huh.
This is almost like the, I don't know, maybe the shadow of the bottom of the sun and the moon.
Okay.
If there is such a thing. And then moon side, you can grab that same color and also come around here with some of those,
That same red and
that red and orange color, yep. So you can put that in your blue. If you want to kind of trickle that into your black area, you can. And sun side, what you'll do is we do want to use that color as the outline for your sun.
all right.
Okay, so we'll get some couple more brush strokes over here, and then we'll go back over to sun. Rinsing and drying. Okay. So sun side, I'm using that same orange, and I do want to kind of go almost all the way around the outside. If you need a little bit more control, we call this pencil grip, pinky stabilize. Hold it
Pencil
like,
grip, pinky stabilize.
hold your paper like a pencil on the metal area.
Yes.
Use your pinky to rest it on the canvas.
Okay.
So you have some control over your brush.
And then you can do that.
You have a little bit more control over the line on your canvas.
All right. You back. Yeah. Okay. So they can see your hand. Or you're gonna go down to the bottom.
If you're missing some areas in this red still, you could go over it with that color as well.
Okay.
Fill that in. Just kind of want to smooth out the edge of the sun over there. Anybody have any questions or need to repeat anything? I know it gets a little tricky when I'm when I'm doing two different ones here.
Uh-huh. with a little bit of white.
Yep, just the white, light brush strokes all the way around. Give us a thumbs up so we know you're ready for the next step. Trying to make sure we have all of our colors in there. Take the last set of colors we need on the inside before we start our face.
Yeah.
Moon side, you could do a little bit of that, your original dark blue color. Down
Okay.
here toward the bottom only.
Down towards the bottom.
Yep. Those light brush strokes toward the bottom. And red side, you can take the light blue that we were using for up here. So red side is gonna grab, or red side, sun side is gonna take the blue that you were using for up here, that light blue. And we also want to kind of drag some of that blue around our sun. Light brush strokes all the way around.
Okay.
You changing over?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Everything looks fine. It's just that my screen looks a little blurry.
Oh.
But the phone doesn't look blurry.
Maybe refresh?
I did.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll try it again.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't seem to do the trick. It's okay.
Alright. So I think we're almost done. So we did the outline for the red side for sun, is that red color. You can also go around it with some of that blue if you want to, that's what I did. For the moon side, for the outline, we're gonna use, just black.
Black
So, yep, so use that pencil grip.
and the pinky stabilizer.
Stabilize. Kind of drag light pressure around the outside of your moon.
I moved in a little closer.
Okay. If you're working on one canvas and you feel like you kind of want to go around with the black all the way, you can do that. Just kind of fade it off on either side. So kind of gets lighter as it moves into the red.
There we go. Yeah, I can see better now.
Awesome. All right, give us some thumbs up, and then we will put our faces on our sun and moon.
And what brush are you going to use?
We're gonna stick with that little round brush.
Okay.
So when we're done this evening, we will post the video, so you can go back to it. Feel free to share it if you want to share with friends. We will put together a slideshow after a couple of days, so we want you to send in your photos. After I post the video, I usually post a little thank you from us, thanks for painting with us. It has our Venmo, PayPal for tips or donations. It's a free painting, so we appreciate tips, gratuities. I'll post that information there, and you can post your photos right to that, that post that I put.
Okay.
You can put them there, and I'll just grab them from there.
And we'll make a slideshow out of it.
Yep, give me a couple of days. I usually wait a few days, let everybody get caught up that isn't watching live, and then we post it. But honestly, even if you do something that we did months ago, still send us your photos. We still get photos from people that do things months later, and I love it.
Yep.
It's so neat.
And it just means the videos worked out real good when we did it originally. It worked
cool.
out real good. Everybody did a good job with their paintings.
Yeah, we've done, over a dozen of them. 2 dozen maybe? I don't even know.
No, I think we're way over a dozen.
I don't know how many we've done at this point, but we've done a lot of them. So.
Yes. And please feel free to go through the events and look at the slideshows like Mark did. And see all of the different paintings and all of the different things people have been doing with us
So
over the last few
videos
months.
that you see posted to the page itself are the slideshows of the finished products.
Right, in the events.
No, the slideshows that he's looking at are the slideshows of the finished products.
Right.
Not
the slideshows from the event.
They are from the event. They are from the event, but he's just looking at it on the page. So that's what you're seeing in the videos. Any other videos that are posted to the page are something like when we might have gone live, we did kind of a mini Q&A. I did like a resin pour.
Okay.
So those are the videos that you'll see posted on the page and not specific
In the
to
events.
event.
Right. Absolutely. You've been doing this for quite a while now.
We have. And we're looking forward to continuing it. So we have been booking private Zoom events. So if you want to do a party with friends, if you want to do a family get-together virtually, if you have friends and family that are kind of all over the country, all over the world, we can do a private Zoom party. So we do something just like this.
Right.
But we keep it private just for your group. It's a smaller fee than us just like coming out and supplying everything. We give you your supply list, you pick your photo. It's a lot of fun though. And then we get to see you on the Zoom too.
And you want to meet us? We're going to be doing this on July the 9th. We're going to have a Zoom meet and greet, Q&A. We're going to be asking you questions. We're going to be giving out information about what we're going to be doing going forward as far as our virtual painting, the virtual painting camp for the kids. You have any questions you want to ask us, you can ask us. Feel free on that day. That's July the 9th at 7 p.m. We're going to have a meet and greet Q&A.
Depending on how many of you are on with us, I finally got my world map so that we can put your pins in where you are and kind of
right, where you from.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to get they have little tags with names on them.
Yes.
Like in a different area. I would love to do that, but I don't know how that will work. Maybe I just have to try and write tiny little numbers on the pins and put them to names.
Or just use the color pins and then put a little list on the side for what color is for what.
Yeah, but I wanted to be we know Sarah Sparrows and
Kalamazoo.
And we wanted to get that's her pin.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to think per person, but I guess that will be too many.
Summer says, does the black outline go on both sides?
If you want to. So what I did was I kind of tapered it off as I came into the red.
Yeah.
I kind of lightened it as I went into the red. But if you wanted to go all the way around, you can.
Okay.
Otherwise, I just continued that darker orange or red around the outside of the sun.
All right.
That's my outline there.
And we're waiting for everybody else to finish up, and then you'll start to go on to the next,
Absolutely.
the next part of it.
Yep. So what else do we get to? Upcoming events. We can finish those. Hippo, the Impediments for Christmas.
On 2nd of July. That's at 7 p.m.
There's our hippopotamus.
Right. And then on the 10th of July is the snowman. So you got the hippopotamus for Christmas, and then the snowman in July.
Yep. Pay no attention to it.
Sarah loves that, huh?
Uh-huh. This has been in my office at work.
Oh, that's where it's been.
Yeah. The one that I didn't like.
Oh.
And And then there are 2 events coming up. I don't have the dates written down, but the 2 paid events that are $5 paintings
Yes.
are the Orcas.
The Orcas is a $5
Yep.
Zoom painting event.
$5 Zoom painting. Actually, there's 3 of them. Stitch in the Sand is up in the right
Stitch in
corner.
the Sand is up above the sun and the moon in the right hand corner. You can
Yep.
see it in the picture.
And the Koi.
Kois.
These are all $5 paint nights.
All right, and they're going to be on Zoom.
Right. These will be through Zoom, not Facebook Live. They will not be recorded. They will not be shared.
Okay, but your information and details for the Zoom event can be found right here on the.
Every one of them have an event listed on Facebook.
Okay.
All the details as to
How to get the link and all of that.
Once you pay your Venmo, PayPal for the event, I need your email, and then we will send you the Zoom links.
All right, and this is for the Zoom links. How much is it?
$5.
Oh, okay, $5, and you can get the link to go to the Zoom
Yep.
event.
Yep.
Because that's not going to be saved, huh? So
Right,
they won't be
we're
able
not
to
gonna
paint
save
that.
them. Yep.
They're not going to be able to paint those killer whales.
Not unless they're with us for the Zoom.
Oh, okay. Sarah Ryan says, snowman.
No, we have a couple. I did a couple of snowman paintings. That's one of my favorite ones, though.
Mm-hmm. I think people are ready to go. If anybody says anything,
Alright, just
we'll
let
have
us
you
know.
repeat the steps again.
All right, so now here's where we're gonna have to you'll have to work together to match up your paintings if you're painting too.
Right.
So let's do the nose first, since that's kind of like the most central thing. So if you're doing the sun, you're gonna use red. If you're doing the moon, you're gonna use the blue.
Okay.
So that small brush, make sure we've rinsed and dried.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in the center of our moon sun,
Yeah.
I want to do almost let's start with a curved line. So it's going to kind of taper in and then come out,
All right.
and then bring it right back down and around. So it looks like a backwards elongated S. I don't know. So this is, I have it on blue. This is the blue side.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let me go to the red side. Gonna keep going, flipping back and forth between brush,
All right.
between paint. Alright, so sun side, we're gonna use red. We're gonna repeat this shape.
But the
backwards.
opposite.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can add a little nostril in there if you want to.
You didn't add a nostril for the blue side.
Oh, I know, I was flipping back and forth.
Okay.
Okay, so there's our nose. You can add a couple of extra little lines. Like I kind of did like sketchy lines on the original, but
Right.
it's up to you. You can kind of play with that if you want to. Alright, and then again, for our moon side, we're sticking with the blue to start. So I have the eye closed in this one, so it's just kind of a curved line down. It's like a smiley face, or like a smile.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a frown shape up here for the eyebrow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me come over to the red. So now on the red, I have this eye open. So this eye is kind of an almond shape. We're gonna do the bottom and then the top. So almond shape there. And you can put that kind of the red in the eye. I'm just doing almost like parentheses
Uh-huh.
in there. And then kind of repeat this. Just repeat that eyebrow up here.
Okay.
And then your lips. So the lips we can do just kind of like a curved shape again. do that little divot in there. You can do that little divot in there.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to bring that down. Let me do the blue first, and then we can go back and fill in.
Right, but you just made the lips for the sun side.
Right, sun side. So now let's go and do
Now the lips for the moon side.
a little divot there. And down. Alright, so I'm going to fill in kind of the bottom half of each of the lips. So I'm going to fill in the bottom half with that blue on the moon side, and fill in the bottom half with the red on the sun side.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I kind of used a yellow. So let's grab yellow and just sort of do the top of both with yellow.
Okay.
You can blend it if you want to. Blend on this side. I'm going to repeat a little of that yellow up here in the blue. So, repeating that smile shape and repeating above the eyebrow with that yellow.
Mm-hmm.
A couple more little sketchy lines. The nose. And that's about it, guys. If you want to add like a little white in that eye, you can add a little white in that eye. And add a little white in the lips too. Let's do that on both sides. Rinsing and drying, and the very last thing you need is your initials and the date. I usually do my initials and the year. Bottom left or bottom right corner,
Okay.
wherever you want it. It's the last thing we need before you take a photo and send it to us.
And please send it to us, because this is how we get our kicks.
That's the best for us. Be in bed at midnight scrolling through photos.
That's right. And she'll be showing them to me. Look at this one. Look at this one. Oh, look at this one. I'll be like, wow.
Cinder's not with us right now. Cinder's not on with us. Cinder sent us that Moonlight Kitties painting. Man, she sent that to me, and I had to wake him up. I was like, look at the Moonlight Kitties. This one's awesome.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites, the Moonlight Kitty session.
That's a good one.
We go back in the events and look for the Moonlight Kitties. The Moonlight Kitties and the Gnomes.
Yeah. The gnomes were really good, too.
Yes.
The gnomes, I loved the feather, but the gnomes seem to...
Everybody painted their own style.
Yeah, and everyone's came out really great. I mean, everyone had their own personality. They were good. We had some...
If I could line up all of those gnomes, that would be a heck of an army to have.
Yeah, they would. They were so cute. You guys did a fabulous job.
As usual. And the new people come and join us, and then next thing you know, they're painting with us on a regular basis, and then they're fantastic. And please remember that just about every one of these paintings that we've done in the last few months have been all suggested by you.
Yeah, so we are taking your suggestions. I do still have a big list to go through, but sometimes something hits me more than others. So what do you want to see painted? That's another thing that we'll talk about
On the
on
ninth.
the Zoom.
Yes.
But what do you want to see painted? What do you want to do? What haven't you done before? I mean,
What times are the best times for us to
Yes.
paint together? What time should we be doing this? If you're on the West Coast, what's a good time for us to be doing this? You're on the
Yeah.
East Coast, what's a good time for us to be doing this? You're in Canada, what's a good time, for us to be doing this?
Yeah, we are definitely open to expanding dates, times. I am back to work full time and doing this, so I'm trying to balance both. We really want to make this our full time, so we're really aiming to try to build an audience, build growth, how
Build a
how-
show.
Yeah, I mean, like, so yes, we would love to be doing this full time with everybody, but we want to see something different. We don't have to just paint canvases, guys. Give me ideas. What else do you think? I mean, I paint wine glasses, I paint wine bottles, I paint tote bags, I paint trays.
Right.
If there's something you can think of that you want to paint, give me an idea and let's do it.
Mark says 8 p.m. Sunflowers and birds, please.
Sunflowers and birds.
Yes. I'll write them down.
Yeah.
We don't have sunflowers written down.
I have sunflowers written down. I just
You
have
do?
not found something that I love.
And we do plenty of birds.
Do we?
Yeah. That was the
I've done
first thing we done.
One bird.
We
no,
did the
you're
lovebirds.
right.
The very
you're
first
right.
night we
You're right.
opened up,
Right.
it was
We did
lovebirds.
We did lovebirds. I do have a hummingbird posted that or listed that I really want to do.
Okay. Maybe we should do the
Hummingbird.
lovebirds again because everybody loved that.
It's there though. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe they don't realize it. You know, because that was a long time ago when we did the very,
Like the
first,
very
one.
first one.
And people were all, at that time, people were looking for stuff to do because they were just out of their
It was the
minds.
first- yeah, it was like the first week.
It was
of
the first
that's
week,
it.
and they said,
Lockdown.
wow, I can paint? All right, let's paint. Oh, wow. Yeah, Sarah says, how about paw prints? Didn't you do paw prints?
Paw prints? No.
Well, what was it you was making prints? And I was like, how did you do that? He said, I just took my fingers and I just made the print.
Oh, that was footprints in the sand.
Oh,
I think
okay.
that's what that was.
We put paw prints in the sand then?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You did something with your fingers and you made a paw print.
No, it was footprints. So for little footprints, you paint.
Oh, no, that was your wrist.
Right. That was.
I mean, that was the side of your hand.
Right. That's for like little footprints.
But then
And
you
then-
did some paw prints with your fingers.
And then you need to use your fingers as the toes. So it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm thinking about something else. Right, so now everybody tomorrow, keep in mind we're going to do an earlier time.
7 o'clock tomorrow. 7
Oh, wait,
tomorrow.
see, I'm already thinking this is Friday.
No.
It's only Thursday. Friday's tomorrow. We're doing High in the Sky tomorrow at 7 p.m.
So excited.
So
for
we'll
that
be back
meeting.
tomorrow at 7 p.m. to join you
So
guys.
excited for that meeting.
Yes, Summer says had a good time. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome.
Mark said thanks. This was
for
fun.
joining us. You're welcome.
Yes. And we'll be back tomorrow at 7
Very
to
good.
start the weekend off.
That's right.
Oh, that's a very long anticipated one too. That's the one with the balloon in it.
Have, like, seriously. So I have not paid for any type of advertisement on any of these things.
Right.
You guys are tagging and sharing. However you're doing that, keep doing it.
Right.
I think this one's reached like 25,000 people. It's like amazing. We're not gonna have 25,000 people on. We may not even have 100 people on tomorrow, but we're happy to have all of you.
Right. Right.
It's between this one and the Booze Fairies. The Booze Fairies, like,
Well, that's a Booze Fairy community.
so that everyone's like tagging or sharing on that one, which is great.
Right.
But we are excited for this one tomorrow. This is a beautiful thing. And this is, I have to look through my messages as to who, because I want to tell the story of how this came about and how we received messages from others.
Right. All right. So now Sarah says had so much fun as usual,
You're welcome.
and Teresa says thank you,
welcome.
and Alicia says this was very fun for our date night,
Oh, good.
and that's what we're talking about.
Well, have a good end of your
That's how we
date.
did it originally.
Enjoy